What is going on, guys? Joey Suggs here. Welcome to today's video. Welcome to an incredible video where I'm gonna be super busy today, and I thought what better way to be super busy and be super productive than showing you exactly how to eat out at fast food restaurants, you know, these quick and easy places, and still eat healthy, high protein stuff. So for breakfast, we are starting out with none other than a little bit of Starbucks. That is good and tasty and low-cal. Before we get into the video, if you can do me a huge favor, just for my mental well-being and the YouTube gods raining down glory upon me, can you press that like button down below? It does help the video grow, it helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate when you do press the like button. If you're new to the channel, you want to see more videos, make sure to subscribe. You can wait till the end of the video if you want to, but I have a feeling by the time you get there, you're gonna be already subscribed. So, I'm enjoying a nice cup of coffee. This is a nitro cold brew with pumpkin spice topping, splash of almond milk, 2 stevias, cinnamon powder on top, and 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla. Also for breakfast, you can't just always have coffee, and it's actually 11 a.m. I've been super busy this morning, so I got 2 different sandwiches. Normally I get the egg white bites, but they were out of them. So instead we went with the turkey bacon egg white sandwich. Pretty good size, like English muffin sandwich. Wow, and it tastes pretty damn good as well. Also, this is actually a pretty hefty one. They have these spinach feta egg white wraps. I think it's 290 calories. I'm gonna put my entire order like up here. I'll put the macros up here, and I'll pretty much try and do this throughout the day, so that way you're seeing 1, what I'm getting, 2, the macros and calories associated with what I'm getting, and that way you'll know exactly what to get if you're in a time crunch and you need to eat at a fast food restaurant. Pretty good size wrap, and it looks kind of tasty too. They actually forgot to make this and had to go back and make it again, but let's give it a bite. Yeah, wow. I've actually never had this before, but I'm definitely a big fan. This is pretty good. I'm actually pretty impressed with this Starbucks meal. Was it cheap? No, it was like 13, 15 bucks, something like that. But really all not that bad. Decent amount of protein. I think there's like 40 grams of protein in this meal. Right around 600 calories. And it's definitely a decent amount. So this is gonna be breakfast. I am gonna go shopping for some new gym equipment, and I will pick you up when I'm ready to eat something again on the go. Okay, we have got none other than Chipotle, aka Chipotle. And let me tell you, bidding on used gym equipment is a stressful task. First time I've ever done that, and probably gonna be the last. But in a rush, getting a quick bowl from Chipotle is an absolute go-to for me. And this bowl actually works out to some pretty awesome calories and macros for lunch. All right, so inside of this wonderful bowl right here, we have just a standard steak bowl with white rice and black beans, an extra portion of chicken, and then I added some fajita veggies, some corn salsa, and I had to get the mozzarella cheese, which actually came out to a pretty solid right around 1,000 calories, which brings my total macros to 126 grams of protein for the day. That's really good for just the 2 meals that I've had, and right around 1,600 calories. 2 things that I did not get that I think is important to at least mention is 1, I did not get the infamous, delicious, mouth-watering, actually body-watering Chipotle vinaigrette. This stuff is delicious, but it's about, I think, 300 to 400 calories of pure fat. So unless you're doing some sort of like serious bulk or a dirty bulk, which I don't recommend, I stay away from this stuff if possible. And also chips and guac.
He's literally talking about this sauce that I just poured on my bowl and the chips and guac that I just got.
So if you were to get the chips and guac, you'd be adding an extra 770 calories to the meal.
But most of the calories are coming from the chips, right?
So about 500 calories are coming from the chips. 230 come from guac. So if you want to just get the guac, you can get the guac for 230 calories. It's not going to add that much calories, and it's some really healthy fats. But the chips and guac, especially if you get the vinaigrette too, adds a lot of extra calories, which if you can afford it, then go for it. But for me, on a lean bulk, trying to keep it simple, high protein. This is what I got, and it is quite delicious. Let's give you a first bite.
We all have to make sacrifices.
So I just got 1 serving of rice, 1 serving of beans, 2 servings of meat. If you want to, you can get 2 servings of rice, 2 servings of beans, 2 servings of meat. It's literally the same price. Thank you for cleaning up my mess. And then you can only eat half of it and save the other half for later on in the day. Say if you're on a cut or something and you want to save some extra calories, that's another good way of doing it too. Also, if you do want to track while you're eating out, MyFitnessPal does a really good job of adding specific things in a scenario like Chipotle where you build your own bowl. So you can see I started with just a standard steak bowl, which includes the rice and beans as well as the meat. And from there, I added everything else that I put in. So I added my extra chicken, I added my Chipotle mozzarella cheese, my corn salsa, and my veggies. So this is lunch my girlfriend and mom are really mean to me. Pretty happy with how today is going so far. All right, little pit stop at a gas station, outfit change, out on a boat, having a great time. And let me show you what I got. So energy drink wise, got with the best flavor rain possible, the orange dreamsicle. If you've ever had an orange dreamsicle like ice cream growing up, this is to the T what that tastes like. Plus 10 calories, like 250, 300 milligrams of caffeine. And protein bar, gonna give you a protein bar review of the 1 maple donut flavor for a little snack dessert, if that's even a thing. Gate Gas Stations has now partnered up with Yobi. If you've ever had a Yobi, very delicious. The best flavor obviously being the taro, but it's only like 40 calories per serving, so you get a couple servings and it's not really that bad. Let's go ahead and try out the 1 bar. Pretty decent sized bar, pretty plain, just a coating on the outside, but oh, I can smell that maple already. Let's give it a bite. The flavor of this bar is very, very good. It has a little bit of like a crunchy texture to it that you get in some bites. The icing on top has a nice, like, rich maple flavor to it. All in all, very solid bar. The macros are pretty great too, actually. 230 calories, so a little high on the calories, but you still get 20 grams protein, so not really terrible there. I do wish macros were a little better. It's gonna hinder this a little bit, but I would have to rate this one about a 9.1 out of 10. Definitely a good bar if you have not checked out the maple one to go to. And something about frozen yogurt is so delightful to me, like, especially the taro, because it's like, it's not like anything you've ever had before. Like, it tastes so different than any other flavor. So a little snack and a pick-me-up midday. If you're in a rush, you gotta stop somewhere. Stop at a gas station, try to avoid the like candy bars and like the chips. Go for something like a protein bar.
If you're in a rush, just eat your girlfriend's
Just go for like a bar or some sort of like healthier, lower calorie option than getting like a Snickers and a bag of chips. And I think for this snack comes out to like right around 440 calories. If you're on like a cut or something, maybe you don't get the Yobi, but makes it pretty simple if you're in a rush and you just stop somewhere. Okay, can I please get a thank you so much.
My pleasure. Have a great night.
Thank you as well. Bags secured. Back from Chick-fil-A, back from a very long day, back from a very long line at Chick-fil-A nonetheless. But say you're in a rush, say you need to pick something up quick for dinner. Well, you don't have to come home and cook if you absolutely do not want to. I recommend it, but if you want to pick up something quick from, say, Chick-fil-A or another fast food restaurant, there are options for you. Speaking of options, let me show you what I got because I did not slouch on dinner whatsoever. First item, we got an 8-count nugget. No, I did not get the grilled nuggets. I got the fried nuggets, which taste so much better than the grilled nuggets. I did, however, get a grilled sandwich though. In my opinion, the grilled sandwich is really good and it's definitely better than the grilled nuggets. So that's why I still got 2 entrees, but went with the grilled sandwich. And over here we got our 2 sides, one being a pretty delightful looking fruit bowl actually, and my dessert, a yogurt parfait with granola. But as you can see, I didn't get any fries fries are gonna be the main driver in building your calories whenever you're going to a fast food restaurant. So if you're trying to do lower calorie, trying to eat healthy while getting fast food, try to cut out the fries if at all possible. And I got a Diet Coke instead of a regular Coke. This can literally add like 200-300 calories depending on what size you get, and you really don't need it. I personally just like the flavor of Diet Coke better anyways. Ideally, you would get a water and make sure you get your water intake in throughout the day if you're eating fast food all day, but if you want to splurge and get a Diet Coke or a Diet Dr. Pepper, that's my go-to, then so be it. And for sauces, Chick-fil-A has some of the best sauces in my opinion, but for the sandwich, I'm going to use none other than, yes, very plain and very just boring yellow mustard, but yellow mustard has 0 calories or just about 0 calories. And if you are gonna get sauces from Chick-fil-A, in my opinion, their best sauce is honey mustard because 1, the flavor is good, and 2, it doesn't have that many calories. I think it's have 45 calories compared to like a Polynesian that has 110 calories, and I think the Chick-fil-A sauce has 140 calories per packet. So you're saving 100 calories per packet using honey mustard over Chick-fil-A. Quick side note, if you crush as much G Hughes as I do on a daily basis, they actually make a Polynesian sauce that is phenomenal, and it only has 10 calories per serving, AKA 90% less calories. So if you do have the option of using this, go for it. And this is a new sauce that I just found. Their sweet chili sauce, and it has quickly became my favorite sauce of all time, and weirdly enough, it has the lowest calories of all the sauces. It only has 5 calories per 2 tablespoons. That is nuts. Okay, enough talking, let's try it out. Obviously, I mean, who hasn't had Chick-fil-A, right? Unless you live not where a Chick-fil-A is at. Let's give this a bite, dip. So good. Crunchy, delicious, tasty, all of the above. Oh, baby, you wanna save some calories too, you could go without the bun. Or weirdly enough, this multi-grain bun has more calories than the normal white bun. Save a little calories by going with the white bun if you want. I don't really care. And plus, as you'll see in a couple of minutes, I'm still within my macros and doing very well on calories. So, here we go. Like a little taste of heaven. So we'll get into the fruit and the yogurt parfait in just a minute. Let me go over the macros, 1 of this meal, and then 2 over the entire day, because I feel like it's a really good job. Let it be known, I wasn't hungry at all today. I have been fully satiated all day. And when we pop into the calories, we can look at this meal that we have right here, and our total calories coming out to right at 3,006 calories overall. Very impressive. And like I said, I got like a ton of food at Chipotle, very, very filling meal. I got the yogurt at the snack, did not need to get that. 2 entrees at Starbucks, 2 entrees here. Like I kind of went above and beyond what I would typically. And that's just to show that even though I'm like lean bulking, I'm still able to get all my calories in, no issue. And I could easily cut down what I was eating, still be full and have way less calories. So can you eat out, only eat out and still be able to build muscle, lose fat, do whatever your goal is? Yeah, absolutely. There's ways to get around it. Is it the most efficient way? Probably not. You don't always know exactly what they're putting in here, and it's not always exactly correct. If you're cooking your own food, you know exactly what you're putting in there. But as we pop into the macros, you'll see we did, like I said, a very good job at the macros. 225 grams of protein, that is so solid. 83 grams of fat and 352 grams of carbs. Like I said, I just let my grams of carbs and fats kind of play and hit my protein goal as much as possible. And we went well above and beyond protein today. So what I'm gonna do with the remaining stuff is probably just use my yogurt parfait, my fruit cup, and my granola, put it all in a bowl, mix it all together, and have that as my dessert. I feel like it's gonna come out to a pretty delicious and tasty dessert, if I do say so myself. But that is going to wrap up my full day of eating. If you guys want to see it on like a cutting day or something like that, let me know, leave a comment down below. And if you like the video, make sure to like the video. That way YouTube knows that you liked the video and decides to show it to more people. If you're new to the channel and you want to see my face more often, make sure to subscribe, become a Suggs subscriber. With all that said and done, I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.